Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Age of Strife.
Hey.
So, Stefan, Luther, you pack up your things.
Yeah, I just want to go to my brother's cot and just say to his unconscious form, I haven't treated you very well, but I'll make it up. I will save you, brother. And then I walk out.
Okay. You guys head out.
Do we know where any of these hunter-gatherers live?
In town. You don't know any of them personally. They're peasants. They're commoners. They're trash.
So we can't go, knock down a door and tell them to come into the forest with us right now?
You would have to go door to door throughout the town.
Yes. Yeah, too much hassle.
Take you all night to find someone.
I have no idea of where this Nettlebane is in the forest.
Well, that comes with your herbalism proficiency, though.
You'll be able to identify it when you see it, but you're still going to have to kind of wander around the woods for a little while.
Yeah, and but he'd know basically whereabouts they're found, like near water or on one side of a tree or
Right.
deeper in the forest where it's shady.
So, what are you bringing with you in terms of gear, armor, weapons, light sources, all that sort of thing? It is a full moon tonight, but the Blackthorn forest is a thick canopy.
I don't even have anything I don't have torches or anything, so even if I wanted to bring that...
So you guys going to be wandering around in the dark?
Would we have torches?
Like a lantern or a torch from the house.
You have, candles around the house, but you wouldn't use torches in your house. They produce a lot of smoke.
Would we have lanterns then to put the candles in?
No, you wouldn't have any lanterns around your house. You've got what you have on your character sheets. There's no free lanterns lying around.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be in my common clothes with my wool cloak with the hood up over it, and I'm just bringing, say, 10 throwing daggers and my actual stabby daggers.
Okay. And you did lose the daggers that you threw into the water.
Yeah.
And the one that hit the wolf while it was in the water. That was not recovered at the site.
Yeah, I had 20 to start the day though, so...
I'm not gonna take my crossbow because I'm guessing it's gonna be useless at night time.
Probably a good bet.
Are there torches around town that I can just take off or lanterns or
torches just lying around that you can
you think they have some lights along the streets or something? Or is that
streets are unlit. Yeah.
Tybarodite does have a flint steel.
Only if you had a torch to use it. Something to light. Okay, so the two of you, are you headed out north or south, Wadsworth?
South, I guess. So if we're running away, we don't have to cross the river to get to Wadsworth.
Okay.
I don't have any idea of which is better for finding.
No, it's just important for me to know which direction you're taking.
Okay.
Okay. You guys head into the Blackthorn forest, the south side of everything.
I'm gonna do my best to just skirt around the edge for as long as I can, and hope I find something. Maybe going as much as half a mile in, but mostly just staying onwards. Not too bad.
As you enter into you get to the walls, the guards recognize who you are. It seems that they've been informed of the night's activities, and they ask why the hell you would want to leave the walls at this time of night.
Medicine for my brother. There may be some in the forest, so we're going to get some. He was injured by the werewolf, so I'm trying to heal him.
Would you have any torches that we could purchase from you?
Yeah, sure. But don't you have your own medicines? Isn't it late to be going out and getting it?
It's very urgent. And I didn't have what I needed at the greenhouse, unfortunately.
If we had it, we wouldn't be going out into the night.
Yes.
Clearly. Sorry, I didn't mean to question you. Just curious, that's all.
Have you noticed any elves in the forest, or?
I don't go in there myself. Asking for trouble.
So
they can sell you torches. They've got like 10 on hand. You're nobles, so you can probably, say that this is important enough. Sell them to me for cost value. So they'll sell them to you for a copper apiece.
Right. Okay. Cool. So I'll hand over.
Hold on. That's the old value of torches. We have a new value for torches.
Yeah, I was trying to find the economics tab.
I don't think elves can like torches in the forest.
2 copper for a torch itself. Weighs 2 pounds. You can refill it with a flask of oil.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, that's 2 silver, not 2 copper.
Oh.
I'm off by a power of 10 here. And refilling oil is 1 silver each.
Okay, and is it 4 hours or 1 hour per burn?
Look here. It's not super long. I think the torches are actually like half an hour, but I'm double checking.
It would really suck if we were gone and Ty just turned into a werewolf and killed everybody in the house.
We'd live.
An interesting story. Yeah, it's 15-foot radius light, 30-minute burning time.
I think I probably should just come out here alone. Because if we get attacked, we're dead anyway.
Yeah. And a single flask of oil can give you 4 refills on your lantern, on your torch.
4 refills?
From a single flask of oil, yeah.
Alright, so I'll take 1 torch and say 4 flasks.
2. I lied. 2 refills for an oil.
Right, I'll still go for the same. 1 torch, 4 flasks.
Sir, the oil is 1 silver each. The torches are 2 silver each. Buy what you need.
So 6 in total?
Yeah, head out into the forest.
Yeah. And as we're doing that, I'm going to mention to Stefan that he should only use the torch if we really need it, because I don't want to be putting a spotlight on us.
The forest is dark, even though it is a full moon. Within the confines of the leaves, it is very dark around here.
Sorry, Neil. I also would have picked up flint and steel from him as well.
Sure. I think Ty had some of that on him, so.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll borrow you Ty's then.
Yeah. All right. You enter the forest and start looking for the wolfsbane.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to be detecting noise as much as possible.
Sure. The occasional chirping of birds as you disturb their nests. Leaves blowing in the cool night air. Sound of the river nearby. Go ahead and give me a detect noise check.
Okay, it's 15%, so this probably won't go off. No. This is a really bad idea. I should have either come out with my armor, since I have Stefan trudging around with me, or I should have come alone.
Am I actually with you?
I assumed.
You guys coming together?
Okay.
Is that
I thought you told me to stay back, or do you want me with you?
I don't know. You wouldn't even know what you're looking for, I guess, so it wouldn't be helpful to split up, really. Other than me maybe getting around undetected.
Alright, well, I'll have a torch in one hand, unlit, and ready to light it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just Just sneaking around, I guess, low to the ground, hoping I don't get killed by an arrow.
As you enter into the forest and start looking around, you see, hear more than see, the snapping of some small branches from further in.
This isn't good.
You also hear the
No.
howling of wolves in the distance.
Luther's very close to saying, fuck this, I'm just going back home.
If it gets closer, I'll light the torch.
If I heard some snapping, I'm gonna get behind a tree and just sit there for a bit, listening.
You hear the crunching of leaves. Something is moving out here. It's fairly consistent.
So it sounds like something with 2 feet, or does it sound like something with 4?
It sounds like something with 2. It sounds like a couple of somethings with 2, but it's way too dark to see anything. Snap.
I start moving back, like retreating to behind different trees.
Okay. The sound continues, but then eventually lessens and fades. And after maybe 15 minutes, is totally gone.
I just keep carefully looking around. I'm probably like crouched down pretty low and just moving really slowly around, looking for any place I think I might find it.
Have you found anything yet?
You guys keep moving through. Give me an herbalism check at, I want to say, -4 because it's so damn dark. You guys search the forest throughout the night. You're in there for hours looking around, but it's so dark it's hard to see anything. And you move from tree to tree to location, trying to find it.
Well, Neil, can I light a torch then if it's so dark that we can't feasibly look properly?
Well, I thought you guys said you were searching in the darkness. That's why we rolled it at -4.
Yeah, it did.
You know,
we
like if you wanted to look in the light, you should have said you light a torch. When I said
No,
-4.
but like if like we can't see anything, then at that point we'll probably realize that we need to light, even despite the risks, and so therefore the situation changes. It may not guarantee success, but I'm saying, like, if we can't see anything, then we're gonna have to light a torch.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but my issue is then that gives you, like, if we re-roll the check, that basically doubles your chance of finding something. So it always behooves you to go out without a torch and then light a torch partway through. Like, mechanically, it kind of feels like you need to do one, like, search with light or without light. I'm not sure how to make it a fair roll. You know what I mean?
If I'm just staying out here for a longer amount of time and covering more ground.
The other thing, Neil, is like if like sitting in the forest for 6 hours gives one check, like you could make a case that there could be multiple checks involved as we get through different areas. So
it doesn't specify how long an herbalism check is. So you guys got out here maybe an hour or so after the sun went down, let's call it hour and a half or 2 hours after sundown. Sun doesn't come up for quite a ways. Past the equinox. Sure. Give me another check at -2 for the torchlight.
Oh, that's a lot.
29. There you go. Just as the sun begins to rise, and you burn through, like 6 hours, like 5 hours of torchlight, maybe, yeah, about 5 hours of torchlight. Have that much fuel on hand. You spot a nice little freshly growing new bush of wolfsbane that's right on the edge of the river, kind of hanging over a little bit into the water.
Okay. Well, I don't really know. Like, what part of the nettlebane is the medicinal part? Is it like what I mean?
leaves. That's what you're looking for.
Yes, I just start taking leaves off of it.
Sure.
Maybe a few.
You pick what you feel is the appropriate amount.
Yeah.
As the sun comes up and you no longer need your torchlight to see your way, you make it back towards Wadsworth.
Yep. Scurry out of the forest, thanking my lucky stars.
You guys make it back to Wadsworth, back into town. When you arrive in your house.
Everyone is dead.
No one's dead. Ginger
Okay.
has finally awoken.
No.
And I think Ty is in a separate room, right? You wanted to keep him separate from everyone else.
Yeah.
All right, the town is coming to life in the morning. As you guys you prep the medicine for Tiberodite,
Yep.
and kind of force feed it to him in his unconscious state.
And yet, the thing of it, it's probably a bad time to point this out, but it says, if you can
Yes.
survive eating a spoon.
Yes.
It is a poison, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I know this, though, right, with my herbalism?
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea of what I'm doing to him. I'm poisoning a man who's already, like, unconscious.
So
You know the right dosage, right?
I hope so.
So, you're aware that giving him this plant could possibly be lethal to him. So, that said, the amount of wolfsbane, what should we say? There's an amount that is like a lethal dose, right? If you give
Yeah.
less than that, it is probably not lethal, but could still kill him. That we're going to represent that with a bonus to a poison save that one would get. Now you don't know much about werewolves and their lore, so I think you as a player represents your character and how much of a dose you think he needs to take. You're kind of just flying it on the seat of your pants.
Yeah. I'm kind of like strolling around the house, thinking while I walk, and I check in on Ty's torture chamber or whatever it is that he has. Just kind of see if he has anything that might keep someone from going on a rampage.
I don't know, Ty. What is
Really?
this torture chamber? You don't have a torture chamber, do you?
I don't
No.
really have a torture chamber. I have supplies. I've expressed interest in acquiring maybe a warehouse or someplace private, or maybe turning an abandoned village into a
Right.
place I could utilize. I do have a rope, though.
Yeah.
Right. So rope is the only thing that you could really restrain a person with here in the house.
Yeah.
So my question is, how much are you going to give him? Are you going to give him a full lethal dose, a half lethal dose?
Well, what I was
a
thinking about
quarter?
doing, if we could lock him up and see if he turns, then maybe we could just keep him locked up and feed him to wolfsbane after the night's over. But I don't know.
Well,
if
it
we-
is sun. The sun is up by the time you get back to the house.
Yeah.
He's still Ty.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna explain this in the best I can to Stefan and to William and to Joseph, and just kind of have a little council meeting on what should be done.
All right, the family's gathered around.
Could I have lawyer, Neil?
I am
Could I have
conscious.
lawyer?
No, you're unconscious. Well,
Okay,
wait,
can I
what are
say
you
anything
lawyering?
out of character? I would lawyer that since William is like a career adventurer, that I would say werewolves are maybe somewhat of a more common creature that adventurers come by, and he may have had dealings with werewolves in the past and may have knowledge on the subject matter. That would be the extent of my lawyering.
Okay.
I'll go back to being unconscious now.
So my lawyering, it's the day after, but there's no rest. I'm at 0 still.
Yeah.
Am I conscious?
Yeah,
I
you
take
can
5 minutes?
kind of, you can participate in this conversation, but you are
Okay,
immobilized.
fair enough.
another thing. If I kill Ty, do I get XP?
Not when he's not a threat to you.
Okay. That might factor into my decision. So,
As Ginger is a doctor and has knowledge of anatomy as well, is a healer with anatomy, would she know a little bit more about dosages, etc.?
Yes,
Can I roll
for
a skill check?
medicinal things, but not for something that she doesn't know anything about. You know, it's like a doctor trying to cure a disease that they don't understand.
Could
They don't
I
really
could
know
I
what to
take
do.
could I take an estimated guess on how much is the good amount to give him based on his size?
Well, no, because you don't know how much to give him at all.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
Like,
of
Luther
course.
knows how much to give him to kill him.
yeah.
The rest of you
I-
guys,
I-
like, well, look, we don't know how much Wolfsbane or Belladonna we're supposed to give this dude if it's going to prevent his illness.
Shit.
What do we
It
do?
makes poison too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Can we give him lots of little doses so we can manage it? Would that-
Microdose it? Well, you
I
could,
just
but
don't
is that
know
going to be
that-
effective? That's the question, and you guys are going to have to
Yeah.
just... What
I
do you guys
think
want to
either
do?
way, we're gonna have to have him locked up for the night, either in case Wolfsbane doesn't work, or we're waiting to give it to him later. So I think I'm gonna. Okay, I leave the house and I head over to the sheriff's, and I want to ask him if he has like shackles or some high.
Got manacles.
Do you think it would stop a very strong man?
Of course.
Hmm. Yeah, some chains maybe.
Some. What's the issue here?
We're just wondering where. I think we're going to go take on some bandits. We had an encounter with the Gill Gang before, and we're going to go and try to take the leader down eventually. And I was just wondering if you might have a good way to secure the leader for interrogation.
The leader of the bandits that captured the kid?
Yeah.
He's in the dungeons already. He's fully secured.
No. I think the leader is someone else. I think that person's a. I think that's the fall guy.
Well, you bring him here, we can chain him up. But you can't borrow my chains.
Yeah.
You gotta go buy your own chains, sir.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks anyway, Sheriff. And. All right. Luther heads back to the house, and I try to find like the most secure piece of furniture we have that I could tie all of Ty's limbs down to,
Okay.
and I lock the door and just leave him there.
So, are you guys just gonna leave him and see what happens overnight?
That's what Luther's planning. Yeah, he's gonna try to convince everyone that.
How do you guys feel about this?
I'm guessing that Stefan just thinks that Luther is helping, and it's all part of the plan. So Stefan just thinks that everything is all peachy,
Okay.
unless specifically pointed out otherwise by Luther.
Yeah, I have 50 feet of silk rope, so I go like
How
crazy
does
tying this guy down. Like,
how does William, our father, the career adventurer, respond to this, Neil?
Werewolf business is a nasty thing. Curiously enough, they've been more active after the war. The only real way to prevent a werewolf is to kill it. Back when witches came around, they said that a witch could cure a man of lycanthropy. But, they also said that witches are the reason that lycanthropes exist. That's the only reason they know how to cure it, is because they're the ones who create these damn beasts.
If only there was a witch.
Well, there's one that we're going to be burning pretty soon.
That's true.
But, as we've said, they're more apt to cause problem than good. You can't trust them. And as I hear it, the creature's tongue's been ripped out, so it probably can't work any of its charms anyway.
Well, brother, it's all on you then.
Jeez.
What do you give him? Nothing? Let him... I mean...
Well... Yeah, I'm gonna give him... as much as I can give him without thinking it's a lethal dose. And I'm just gonna kind of... observe.
Like the bad scientist.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I definitely don't want to have a significant risk of killing him with the wolfsbane.
Well, since we're doing a poison check, any... Like, what, a 20% chance of killing someone is pretty significant, and you need to be making a poison check at a pretty significant bonus to only have a 20% chance of failing it. He is a level 1 character.
So we have 3 options. I can give him the wolfsbane, he might die. Or he might be a werewolf that gets cured. I could just leave him there and see if he turns into a werewolf at night, and if he doesn't, we don't have to worry about anything.
We can probably buy chains during the day and like from the common.
Yeah. What was the third one? I already forgot. Oh, God.
Give it in microdoses and see what happens. That was one option as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, do I think that's a thing, though?
Well,
Do I
so,
have
with
any idea?
microdosing, it's less poisonous because it's having less of an effect on him since you're giving him smaller
Yes.
amounts.
It
So,
would be equally weak in curing.
right? Tick-tock.
Yeah, Luther gives him like maybe 3/4 of what I think is needed to kill him, and just wait it out.
Okay. Ty, you're gonna have to make a poison check here. Now you're getting not a full dose, so there'll be a bonus to the poison check. You're getting a 3/4 dose. What is your... So...
14.
It's 14.
No, I have to roll above that, right?
Right.
Even with the bonus.
So we're gonna say that your poison check, since you're getting a 3/4 bonus, your poison save is just going to be that much stronger, just proportionately stronger. So rather than a bonus, your poison save will be, if you were giving 0 dose, your poison save would be minus 100%. So now it's minus 25%. So 14 times 0.75 is 10.5.
So I have to roll an 11.
We'll round down. So a 10 or better to survive. And
The other thing is for a decision like this, should Ty have a decision, or should Brad have a decision?
I don't really have a say in it.
That's a very nice thing to do. Jeff,
I don't really have a say in it. It's RP.
Yeah.
So, I'm in-
if it's a 10 or
I-
lower,
I'm
that's a
a strong
50-50
proponent.
chance of Ty dying right now. So
So if he has a trained herbalist and Ginger who has medicine proficiency or whatever it is.
but if you're trying to counteract the poison, then you would also, in theory, be counteracting the cure, right? If you want to counteract the dosage, just don't give it to him.
I guess I'm gonna go ahead and roll it.
All right. Well, before
I'm
you roll that
afraid-
die, don't roll it yet, because once it's
Okay.
rolled, it becomes permanent and cannot be changed. Everyone is
Okay.
on board with this, right? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I was just looking up the symptoms of that poison.
The only thing I'm worried about is him just being able to break the restraints. gonna just murder everyone.
I want to make
Yeah,
sure
the-
we're all 100% on board with this before this action happens, because this is a player's life on the line here.
If he
Yeah,
has
but
high
I-
strength
I
already and then he
strongly
turns into a
believe-
werewolf, does he get even higher strength?
I
You know,
strongly believe in RP, so
There's no way to know,
RP wise,
Ginger.
I don't have a say.
Well,
Even
I mean-
17 strength werewolf would destroy us.
we can just get manacles. Like we can buy some or get the blacksmith to put some up. It will just be a cost. So just go with the original idea, or we can dose him. I think there are 2 options.
You guys hear in the distance in the town,
As
there
a
are
doctor,
singers and music players
I
going
say
through
yeah.
the streets because the
Use the
werewolf
medicine.
has been killed and the town is celebrating. Meanwhile, you guys are in here with this awful, awful decision to make.
How do I have like any idea of how strong a werewolf would be after watching that one? Do I think it could like rip its way out of
Well-
Iron Man?
What? I mean, you have all the information that your character has.
It dealt me a hit that took me down.
I'm having trouble conceptualizing how strong Iron Manacles would be because they'd have to be like,
You know what you could do? Get some iron manacles and give it your best shot yourself. No, that's not worth
The
doing.
other thing is, if it turns into a wolf, can't it just slip out of the manacles?
yeah, I
No
don't
longer
know how
has-
that works either.
That's why you'd need proper
I think they're just
chains
gonna
and
do
restraints.
You can hear the music from outside filtering in through your windows. It's happy and joyful.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Luther takes one last look at this book he has about werewolves or whatever it is.
You have a book about werewolves?
That's my in-game thing for these monster notes.
Oh, okay.
What is a sprig of wolfsbane? Is that a
Like
specific?
A sprig is a,
A little branch with a few leaves on it.
yeah, a small
What?
branch. Like a sprig of holly is what you would hang over someone during
Yeah.
Christmas time.
Is that less than I'd be giving him if I just give him like 75% of the lethal dose?
About right, lethal dose. So a lethal dose has to do with the weight of the leaves, not so much a sprig is a very vague notion.
Yeah. Yeah, I just dose him.
All right, Ty, my man. 50-50 shot here. 10. Actually, it's 55-45. 10 or above, you survive. 9 or below, you die.
I'm afraid. I don't want to hear the reaction, and I'm turning my back.
We're all afraid.
No, that's a D10.
That was a D10.
We gotta roll a d20.
So
Ty, hey, gotta roll a d20. It's a d. Put your headphones on.
Oh no.
Oh no!
And on that note, let's go to break. See you guys on the other side.